All right, preparing webinars now live on Facebook. Sweet. All right, everybody, what's going on? We're actually going to make this super, super quick because Juliette is wrapping up her day. God bless her. But this is my very good friend, the beautiful, the talented, the all-knowing of Facebook organic everything, Miss Juliette Stapleton. Thank you for joining
Hi.
us.
Hi, guys. Thank you for having me, Trisha. I'm so delighted. I love this woman. She is inspiring me. She'll say something and I'm just like, oh my God, she's kicking my butt. I need to go and do stuff. You know, she's
That's
like,
you. That's how you are with me. Oh my God, I love you.
that's how it works. You know,
Yes.
that's how it works. But I love it. You know, guys, you need to always create a group of people around you where they don't even have to do anything. They just have to be themselves and they just make you do stuff, because if you don't do it, nothing moves. So I love it. I love it.
100%, 100%. So this is super important, and we're literally jumped on here right now because Juliette made a comment on my live that I did from this morning, my Coffee Talk live. There were a couple of people who were popping on some like sad faces. I think I was getting choked up for like half of a second, but I was like in my happy place, and a couple of people put like sad faces. And Juliette commented on it and said, don't do sad faces because it looks like spam for the people who are commenting. So explain what that.
Yeah, I'll make a little I think I use the word spam, but actually what happens is that the sad faces, and so are the angry faces, they're not just to express our emotions, you know, like from at a glance it looks like it is, you know, for us to express the emotions, but there's always like Big Brother is always watching, and these are for us to signal to the Big Brother that there's something negative going on or something upsetting going on. And of course, Facebook doesn't want to upset or create negativity. And the limit on those posts will get capped, you know, so not as many people will be reached just because we have these reactions. And a lot of people are not educated about it. A lot of people are using Facebook. They don't even think for a second that there's some sort of agenda going on, although there is, you know. So if you're sad about somebody expressing something sad, use the love heart button, because, you know, it's a very, very good and heavy sort of positive emoji. You know, there's these emojis, they have different weight for Facebook as well. Like a like and a love heart, they have a different weight. If you're just clicking a like, you like it, but it's like in life, like and love is much more passion.
Absolutely.
Wow, or, you know, but the angry faces, I avoid them completely, because sometimes you are unintentionally basically giving a person who's doing this work and creating this amazing content, you're doing them a bad favor by reacting negatively. You know, however, if you see ever any offensive post or something that, you know, you can definitely see that this should not be in the news feed, this is too offensive, this is too negative, that's where you signal, and then less people will see this post, you know, not necessarily straight away unless you report the post. If you see something completely out of, you know, I actually have never seen, I was probably lucky, but I have never seen in my news feed something that would offend me so much that I had to report it. Maybe because it was already reported and removed.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. So yeah, so guys, you know, I'm just going to throw this out there because this is how I feel about political stuff. Anytime I pop into anything from the news that has to do with politics, I pop in and immediately I see people with angry faces, and I contribute to that because, quite honestly, it's a Debbie Downer. Like, it makes me angry. It makes me filled with angst and stress. And I don't want to see that in my Facebook newsfeed. So I think that might suppress it to, or maybe shift it over to the people that do want to see that stuff and that enjoy it, whatever the case may be. But you're absolutely right. I totally get that. That makes a lot of sense to me. But from a Big Brother perspective, that's really important information to know, Juliette. So that's why I wanted to bring you live real quick, so I could highlight that nugget of information. You could share it with people. This lady knows her stuff where it comes to Facebook stuff like this, guys. Like, she pays attention to the algorithms and all that. I just basically go live and promote like crazy and support other businesses. And, you know, I typically get a lot of hearts and likes on my stuff because I'm just that person. But every now and again, you know, like if I'm emotional, if somebody like gives me like sad faces, I don't realize what that could really mean to Facebook. So I guess that's just like a really good takeaway. This is good for anybody, an entrepreneur, any kind of business owner. And I'll definitely repurpose this onto YouTube because I think this is a good nugget of information for people to know, and to the mass.
Yeah, absolutely. And just keep in mind, look, you probably won't be able to stop people who are not, not in this world. But if you're following Trisha, you probably are an entrepreneur. Like, let's face it, if you're following me, you're probably someone who wants to know about organic Facebook engagement and organic Facebook marketing in general. So you would need this information as well. If you're on a live and you see somebody's giving you sad hearts, just say it. Just say, hey, by the way, you know that the sad heart actually is giving like a negative signal to Facebook. So maybe you can use a love heart if you want to show your solidarity with me or your, So this is something that we just need to educate each other. It's a lot of people don't know that. And it is important to know. Now, good advice about your news feed. I actually don't even see anything political in my news feed. I am anti-politics. I don't think that my opinion will change anything, because it's not just the politics. We have these politicians who are trying to manipulate them. Then we have the business of media, who is in business to just try to take anything and just blow it out of proportions. And I disagree with that completely. It stresses me out, and I don't want to be stressed. I want to put all my energy into my family, my business. So that's why a good idea, if you see a page or something that you followed that is producing constantly something negative, just unfollow it. You don't need to unlike it. If it's a person, you don't need to be to unfriend them necessarily, but you can choose in your news feed. There's 3 dots, there's an options, and you can just unfollow or see less.
I've done a lot of that. I've done a lot of that lately.
Oprah said that. She calls these people energy zappers. I agree with her. I love that. Energy zappers. They're like, and then you've no energy left, just from glancing on something. And she is always preaching this. Just cut them out of your life. Cut them out of your life, no matter who they are. Sometimes it's hard because they could be part of your family, but even at that, cut the energy zappers. And on Facebook, we have full control of cutting them out, surrounding yourselves with people who inspire you. Divide your newsfeed into 3 sections. People who inspire you, 30%. People who are your peers and who cheer you up and feel like myself and Trisha, we're like this, we bounce off each other. So that's another 30%. And of course, your prospects, another 30%. And that's how you're going to have a great mixture. So that's us. Today, it was a very, very quick one. I have a glass of vino waiting for me. Trisha's
You're amazing.
A glass of vino right now. I know I can sense it.
Thank you so much. Look at her. She just like pops in with me. I'm like, hey, want to go? I can tell everybody about that. She's like, okay. So thank you very much, Juliette. We appreciate you. I love you dearly. Go have a wonderful evening. Enjoy that wine, my dear.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want more, you just just click on my name there, and we will sort you out if you have any questions. Right?
Absolutely. Thank you, my dear. Bye.